Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to a book titled Being You by Madison. If this book piques your interest, there will be a link in the description box below. Also, be sure to check out my second YouTube channel named See My Power. It's the men's version to this channel. Help me grow this channel by getting this video to 1,000 likes. As always, be sure to remember to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.
Being You, a first conversation about gender. Words by Madison and Jessica Ralli. Art by Anne Andy Passchier. Read for you by L. Morgan Lee. The first messages we receive about gender happen in early childhood. We learn from a young age that gender is an important social category and that there are things we should or shouldn't do, want, be, based on the gender and sex we're assigned at birth. Thanks to the tireless work of feminist organizers and activists of all genders, so much has shifted and changed in our lifetimes. But those messages are still out there, and young children need support from trusted grown-ups in their lives to help them make sense of what they are seeing, hearing, and feeling. This book is a good place to begin, or continue that conversation. It's okay to take a break, leave something out for now, or weave in stories of your own. Megan and Jessica. Megan Pamela Ruth Madison, trainer, New York Early Childhood Professional Development Institute. Jessica Ralli, Early Literacy Programs Coordinator at Brooklyn Public Library. Anne Andy Passchier, illustrator and web comic creator. There's only one you in the whole world. Isn't that amazing? You have a body. Everybody does. What do you love about your body? Different bodies have different parts. Elbows, noses, belly buttons. Some bodies have a vagina. Some bodies have a penis. Every person's body parts look different. But there are some parts we all have. When a baby is born, grown-ups might say, it's a girl if their body has a vagina, or it's a boy if their body has a penis. Sometimes, grown-ups aren't sure, but they choose the words girl or boy anyway. It's a boy. It's a girl. What did your grown-ups call you when you were born? Some babies grow into a different gender than the one that grown-ups called them. There are lots of different genders that people grow into. Some people are girls. Some people are boys. Some people are neither. Some people are both. What are some genders you know about? It's okay to wonder, am I a girl? Am I a boy? Am I both? Am I neither? Maybe you already know. There's no right or wrong answer, and it's okay if your answer changes. What do you wonder about yourself? What do you know? Whatever your feelings are, they are real and important. You are the expert in being you. I'm a girl. Today I feel like a boy. I'm a girl too. I'm a woman. I'm an in-betweener. I'm trans. Pronouns are words that people use to talk about someone instead of that person's name, like they, she, or he. Some words might feel more like you than others. I go by Z. Ella, por favor. He and him work for me. My pronouns are they and them. Please, just use my name. What are your pronouns? There are lots of ways to show the world who you are, and they are all wonderful. There are so many toys, clothes, hairstyles, and colors to choose from. You know what you like because it makes you feel happy and at home in your body. What's your favorite color? What do you like to dress up as? You may have heard people say, that's just for boys, or that's just for girls. Has someone ever picked toys or clothes for you, but they didn't make you feel happy or at home in your body? How did that make you feel? For a long time, many people have said and believed untrue things like, you are either a boy or a girl, or boys are stronger and smarter than everybody else. There are lots of unfair rules that give boys more power. Have you noticed any unfair rules about gender? Thankfully, there are also many brave grown-ups and kids who say, no, that's not true and that's not fair. Black trans lives matter. No one is free when others are oppressed. Equal pay. People who work together to change unfair rules about gender are called feminists. Love is love. End the patriarchy. This is what a feminist looks like. Who are some feminists in your family? We can practice being feminists by noticing the unfair things around us and by working together to make things more fair. Boys, girls. The things we say and do matter and can make the world better for everybody. Boys, girls, all gender. What unfair things do you notice? What can you say or do about them? We want the world to be more fair because each one of us is just right, exactly as we are. Being ourselves makes the world beautiful. Continue the conversation. Body parts. Young children are getting to know their own bodies and are curious about other people's bodies. Our bodies are amazing. Helping children learn the anatomical names of different body parts, including genitals, empowers children, fosters their self-esteem, and helps to open up important conversations about health and identity. Talk about genitalia when you are naming other body parts, singing a body part song, or while playing with dolls. Gender assignment. Most of us are assigned a gender and sex, male or female, by a medical professional. often before we're even born. This assignment may or may not correspond to our internal sense of self. Beginning this conversation early gives young children more space to talk about how they feel about the guesses we made about their bodies when they were babies. Ask questions. As soon as your child knows the words boy and girl, they likely have thoughts on gender. Gender binary. In many Western cultures, there's a pervasive belief that there are only two genders, and that these two genders should correspond neatly with a whole host of expectations about what girls and boys are supposed to do, like, and be. This binary system is harmful to everyone. To those who do not fit into the rigid boxes of the binary, certainly, but also to people who feel comfortable identifying as a girl or a boy, but would like more flexibility in how they express their gender. Starting to use more gender-neutral language at home or in the classroom is one way to stop perpetuating the gender binary. Instead of boys and girls, you can call a group of children friends or everybody. Gender stereotypes. Our society is full of gender stereotypes, and children absorb them at a young age. Girls should wear pink, and boys should like trucks, for example. One of the things we can do to support gender justice is to help identify these stereotypes when we encounter them in books, media, and familiar routines. We can notice alongside children naming these stereotypes as inaccurate and unfair. Try it the next time you visit a toy store. Gender pronouns. Sharing our gender pronouns is one way to avoid relying on guesses about one another's genders. It's a simple step we can take to respect how everyone in our community wants us to talk about them. If you're new to this, it can feel awkward at first, but don't worry, it gets much easier with a little practice. Kids tend to pick it up pretty quickly, so we grown-ups can follow their lead. Gender expression and play. What does it mean if my son likes to dress up as a princess? Many adults think that young children's choices about dress up and play are early indications that their child might be LGBTQ+. That's not usually the case. If children's play preferences were indicators of what they would grow up to be, we'd have a lot more dinosaurs and superheroes as colleagues and friends. Dramatic play is a natural and important part of a young child's development, and we want to create space for children to play, explore, and express themselves, unrestricted by society's narrow and harmful gender rules. Provide varied choices for play and dress up, and encourage children to explore them freely and to challenge gender norms they may already be ascribing to. Stay in the present. Don't analyze their behavior via imagined future identities. And if they do adopt LGBTQ+ identities, you can stay in the present and support them. Feminism. Who is a feminist? What does a feminist do? Chances are, the answers to these questions have changed in your lifetime. Feminism is both a commitment to and practice of gender justice. It's a lifelong journey that includes working collectively to dismantle patriarchy and build a world where people of all genders get to live full, liberated lives. You can embrace feminism in your family by engaging in a wide range of activities. Everything from joining a local community organization that's working to change sexist policies to reflecting on our own gender identities over the dinner table. Don't forget that feminism is transgender affirming and intersectional. Trans women are women. Dismantling patriarchy in order to achieve gender justice requires a vigilant commitment to dismantling racism, capitalism, the gender binary, and all other forms of oppression. Patriarchy. Patriarchy may seem like a big word for little kids, but so is Tyrannosaurus. The truth is, giving words to oppressive systems of power can be very empowering for young children. We need children to know that there is nothing natural, inevitable, or fair about societal dynamics that value everything associated with men, boys, and masculinity over and above everything associated with women, girls, and femininity. Children pick up on the subtle ways that we perpetuate patriarchy, even when we're trying to be gender neutral, like encouraging girls to wear pants, or no one to dress up like a princess. We can encourage and support children to both defy gender stereotypes and value femininity. Let's all paint our nails. To learn more about the history of these systems and how they manifest in today's world, please see the resources on our website. Empowerment and activism. Young children learn more by watching what you do than from what you say about your beliefs. Patriarchy, cissexism, transphobia, homophobia, and the gender binary are baked into the culture of the United States and have manifestations around the world. In order to undo these systems, we must actively participate in movements for gender justice. There are so many different ways to get involved. Brainstorm ideas together and start small in your community. For more ideas on ways to empower activism in young children, visit our website. Visit firstconversations.com for up-to-date information, support, and ideas.
Well, I'm not going to get on the whole subject of gender or gender roles any more than I've already have done in the past. But I will be open to the conversation if you all leave some comments and ask questions in the down below. Tell me your thoughts. Also, be sure to share this video, like this video, um, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.